If you grew up within the Philadelphia radio market, or if you spent summers partying at the Jersey Shore, you know his voice. Jerry Blavat, the self-proclaimed Geeter with the heater, has been the voice of classic rock and roll since he was old enough to get in front of a microphone. And for more than 40 years, he's been the force behind one of the Shore's most iconic clubs, Memories in Margate. He has an encyclopedic knowledge of and an infectious love of popular American music. He's been an entertainer since he was 14, a DJ, a television host. He's appeared in TV shows and movies. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And at 75, he shows no signs of slowing down. Hi, I'm Tim Faherty of the Press, and I'm very happy to be talking with Jerry Blavat. Jerry, thanks for being on our show.
My man! Ladies and gentlemen, this man is really Hugh Jackman. I'm a very big fan of yours, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry. We're in your club, we're in Memories. The crowd that you get here is really an all-ages crowd.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can't explain the popularity of this music just with nostalgia. What is it about the music that you love that keeps new generations coming to it?
Let me tell you, music has always been a part of my life. Music is ageless. Memories in Margate, we will get them coming in from 22 to 85 years of age. Because it's the music and the energy. In other words, young people today, when they hear Run Around Sue, or A Little Bitty Pretty One by Frankie Lyman, to them, it's brand new. Because they're hearing it for the first time. And they get involved with the energy, and they get involved with the dancing part of it. So that's really what happens. The audience that grew up with me 60 years ago is being replaced by a new audience. But yet those that are still around are still with me. So it's all about the music and making people happy.
Jerry, I don't think people know this about you, but you were one of the first people who championed the original versions of these songs rather than the cover songs that were done by white pop artists. You really championed the black artists. How did that come about?
Let me tell you what happened. In the early days of rock and roll, the major record companies, Decca, Mercury, RCA, Capitol, they had national distribution. So what would happen, these little records, like Tutti Frutti by Little Richard, would be covered by Pat Boone. Georgia Gibbs would cover Tweedledee. The original version was by Laverne Baker. What would happen, these would be regional little hits with black artists. When I danced on Bandstand, and I was the head of the committee, one of my duties was to rate the record, to pick records for Bob Horn, where he would play certain pieces of the record and say, now rate it. So he would give me the cover records, and I would say, Bob, that's not the real deal. He said, well, the major companies have this as a hit. I said, yeah, but you should play the original. So he said to me, well, go out and get me the original. That practice ended when Dick Clark's show went national.
But there's a flip side to that, too. Weren't you involved in the Four Seasons getting your first record deal? Tell us that story.
That's a great story. I went to a convention, record convention in Florida, the Fontainebleau, and I'm at the bar, and I meet a fellow by the name of Bob Crew. Now, I knew Bob Crew. He had a song, Tallahassee Lassie. So Crew sees me at the bar, and he says, I want to play something for you. And he plays for me this demo called Sherry, 62. I said, man, this is a hit. It's a hit. See, I always had an ear. I said, Abner, I'm going to come up to the suite. They had all kinds of speakers, and everybody had suites where they were listening to music. I want you to hear something. I take Bob Crew up, I play the record, the demo for Abner. He says, Geeter, I think you're right. I think it could be a hit. So he says to Crew, tell me about the group. Bob says, Four Lovers, Royal Teens. Abner turns to me and said, Geeter, it's a white group? I said, it's a white group. We only get black play. We only get black play on VJ records. I said, Abner, what does music have to do with color? It's a hit. I said, I'll prove it to you. I'm going to take the demo back to Philadelphia. I'm on WCAM in Camden. I'm going to play it. I'm going to guarantee that the reaction is going to be incredible. I take the demo back. I start to play it. And I play it maybe 2 or 3 times a night. The phones lit up. By the end of the week, the record distributors are calling to get this record called Sherry. I just don't play music. I sell music. Music is a part of my life, so I sell it to my audience.
Let me change it up a little bit. In your book, You Only Rock Once, you write about being a scrawny, sickly kid who couldn't go out much. But now, you're nearly 76 years old. You could easily pass for somebody in their 60s. You're in fantastic shape. Have you found the fountain of youth?
No, I'm happy. And people make me happy when I make them happy. I say to my audience, you keep me young. And because you do that, I'm going to keep you younger. And when I see young people of all ages who get into the guitar, and when I'm riding my bicycle and I see the young kids say, "Yo, Geeter, my man," it keeps me young and it keeps me happy.
You're still working 7 days a week, so obviously hard work is one of the keys to your success.
Keeps you young.
But what else do you attribute your success to?
The audience. As long as they come out and they respond to what I do, that's what it's about. I never intended to be a disc jockey. Everything I've done in this business, I put my money on the line. Even today, when I did TV, I produced the pilot. When I do radio, the sponsors are the one that buy Blavat. So I've had the freedom to follow my dream and my passion for show business. I found that out when I was 13 years of age on Bob Warren's bandstand, and I met the greatest performers who cheered me along. Jerry Blavat here. The Geeter, the big boss with the big hot sauce. Don't be ashamed, mention my name. If you got to go, you got to go. Got the hottest show on the radio. And now, Frankie Valli.
I think that's a great way to end it. Jerry, thanks so much for being with us, and
My man.
thanks for watching.
Hugh Jackman.